quiet night in Fayetteville, West Virginia, Christmas Eve, 1945. The Sodder family tucked into their beds, unaware of the impending tragedy. A fire raging in the night consumes their home, and 5 Sodder children vanish without a trace. How could 5 children disappear so completely? Was it an accident or something more sinister? The Sodder family consisted of parents George and Jenny and their 10 children. They lived in a 2-story timber house. George, an Italian immigrant, was well respected in the community, but he had strong political opinions that not everyone agreed with. This disagreement led to tensions that would later fuel conspiracy theories. That Christmas Eve, the Sodder family celebrated like any other. Laughter filled the rooms. The older children stayed up late, playing with their new toys. It was a moment of joy, a brief respite before the chaos. Around 1 a.m., Jenny was awoken by a strange phone call, followed by a series of unusual noises on the roof. Then, the smell of smoke. The fire spread rapidly. George and Jenny managed to escape with 4 of their children, but 5 remained inside, or so they thought. Despite desperate attempts to save them, the house was soon reduced to ashes. But when the debris settled, there was no trace, not a single bone. How could the fire have consumed them so completely? Authorities quickly concluded that the blaze was an accident, faulty wiring, they said. But George and Jenny weren't convinced. They remembered peculiar events leading up to the fire. A stranger, inspecting their fuse box weeks before, had ominously warned of a fire hazard. Another man threatened George, saying his house would burn. Days passed, and doubts grew. The Sodders hired a private investigator who discovered something chilling. The ladder that George always kept by the house was found tossed in a nearby ditch. A telephone wire cut. Was someone intent on ensuring they couldn't call for help? Could this have been a deliberate act? Eyewitness accounts trickled in. A woman claimed to have seen the missing children peering from a car as the fire raged. Another sighting in a nearby town described them with an unfamiliar adult. But the leads led nowhere. Were these sightings real, or mere products of hopeful imagination? George, desperate for answers, bulldozed the site to search for remains. He found nothing. The family put up billboards with photos of the children, offering a substantial reward. Tips poured in, yet none yielded results. Was this a genuine pursuit or a false hope, keeping them tethered to an unsolvable mystery? Years turned into decades. Each new clue brought a spark of hope, quickly extinguished by disappointment. A photograph sent anonymously to Jenny claimed to show one of the missing boys, now an adult. But despite scrutiny, its authenticity remained unproven. Was it a cruel joke or a genuine lead? Theories abounded. Some believed the mafia was involved due to George's outspoken views. Others suspected child trafficking or revenge from enemies of the past. Each theory adding layers of complexity to an already intricate puzzle. Were these theories mere speculation or fragments of truth? George and Jenny never gave up. George traveled across the country, following every lead. Jenny maintained a garden at the site, a testament to their enduring hope. But as years passed, hope waned. The strain of not knowing took its toll on both their hearts and their health. The fire investigation was reopened in the 1950s, but with no new evidence, it was closed again. The Sodders, frustrated by the lack of progress, remained convinced of foul play. But the lack of concrete evidence left them grasping at shadows that danced just out of reach. By the time George passed away in 1969, he had no answers. Jenny, until her death in 1989, wore black as a symbol of her mourning. Their remaining children continued the search for their siblings, driven by love and the hope of closure, however elusive it seemed. To this day, the disappearance of the Sodder children remains unsolved. What began as a tragic fire evolved into one of America's most enduring mysteries. Despite countless theories and investigations, the truth remains out of reach. Were they victims of an elaborate plot or simply lost to the flames? The Sodder family's story is a haunting reminder of the unknown and the lengths people will go to uncover the truth. It raises questions about how we handle uncertainty and the fine line between hope and despair. And perhaps, most hauntingly, what would you do if faced with the same uncertainty? Children vanish, leaving behind only memories and questions. Each story, a fraction of a larger narrative that binds us all. The Sodder case serves as a testament to the enduring human spirit, resilient in the face of unspeakable loss. What keeps their memories alive is not just the mystery, but the enduring love of a family. The Sodder children, wherever they are, remain a part of history. Their story, a legacy of love and determination. Though the answers remain elusive, their tale continues to captivate and confound. In the quiet of night, under the same sky they once knew, we remember them.